between the Green Bay Packers and the New Orleans Saints. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine. Back north.
They'll run on 1st down. Dillon, he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the 1st down as well.
1st down, Packers.
Right 54. That's right, baby. They don't want it. He's coming. Double up. Double up.
They run again with Peyton. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Kill. Shift. Watch the shift. Out.
On 2nd down now, Dillon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing is Rodgers, and able to find Allen Lazard. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Demario Davis there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 52. Tight dog. Check 3. Check 24. Check 1. We are going.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Peyton. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Hey, 626. 56 of mine. Hey, Steve 6. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Inside. Give me some.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Ready?
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 18. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Ready? Y'all are waiting? Come. 2 times, 2. 12. 3 down.
Oh, nice move. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Hey, kill. Wait. Watch the win.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 42's the mic. Check 42. Hey, Charlie.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Ready? You ready? 42. Double dog. That's the way. Slam.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray.
Go.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's another Saints first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Kill. Watch the twist.
To throw, it's Brees. And this is Cook with a grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
21.
Brees going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The kick by Lutz is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rodgers going to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Akeem Talib, the veteran Pro Bowler, there to get a hand in, knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check. Check 50, check 50.
On first down, Dillon. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Saints.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go one more. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Slam. Check nickel. He's coming. We got the right.
On the run, it's Peyton. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Callie. Front left, Callie. Jumper.
They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch 54. Here we go. Check. Fresno. All right.
On 3rd down, Dillon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey, exit. You. Run.
47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
18.
I don't think you got it, son. Check 31. Check safety.
On 1st down, Dillon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
10. Check. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hatchet.
On 2nd down, Dillon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
Hey, box drop.
Breeze now to throw. And he fires one incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Jam. Switch.
25. Check 25.
They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
1st and 10.
2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. It's caught. Smith. big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now Breeze. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Hey, wahoo! Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Emmanuel Sanders, 26 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gets fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 29, Rodgers, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Motion. Sponge.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Breeze now. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Kill.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here we go. 13.
To throw is Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, easy.
Banjo.
Hey, high 7.
58, boys, 58.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
We won it. Come to my work.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Kill. Right now. You got 58. Hey, turn it up. Box it.
Again, it's Williams. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous. Bang. Jump out. Bang. He's checking down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on
47
fourth.
is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Rodgers going to go on fourth down. And Rodgers intercepted a third time. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be complete to Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, Alpha.
Now Breeze. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Everson Griffin able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Shoot. Hey, take 26.
Rodgers now from the gun, he'll throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Akeem Talib. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
He's coming. Double up.
You draw corkers.
Kill.
Now Breeze. Lost the football. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Here we go, let's bring it.
They run with Murray, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 39 yards there, a big one. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Check. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Shift.
They'll run it with Williams.
Slam.
Powering his way forward. 14 yards, good for a Packer 1st down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Letting you know right left. Watch it.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams.
Hey, check 24.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown.
A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Packers get a score closer.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Slipping into the backfield for the sack was Oren Burks.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Hey, easy. Sammy. Buzz. Come on.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he finds Cook. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Ready? 5-8.
Breeze now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down.
Hey, easy. Hey, zoom.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And that's complete to Sanders. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That was second down run for Murray. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
36.
12.
Hey, alert 3.
80 weapon.
Again, it's Murray. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. Taking it about the 16. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 11 on the play. And a Packer first down.
319. 54. Zoom.
I know he ain't got it. Mine's 50.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the run. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got wide. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You can't block me. Watch safety creep.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Bravo.
56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Check nickel.
Back north.
He's coming. We got double up.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Adams has it, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind, with him running the team, that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
SOS.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Mike 54. Right here. Joker. Check. Fresno. watch, twist. Hey, check 24.
Williams. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Check safety, check safety.
Now Williams. Down right around the 25. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Rodgers to throw. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Blue 58.
47. I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, 88.
Undercrush. Showing that.
X3.
They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
At the 2-yard line.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Drop deep. You go tight. You got tight right there. Hatch it. Hey,
Over here.
check 26, check 29.
Williams will try again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
Rodgers pass intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Mike.
319.
56. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. 56 to Mike, boys. 56.
One final try now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Saints are winners here as we say so long.